We're going to start off with our big tech names. So Net Netflix, what I want to point out about Netflix is my primary count from a technical perspective was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's tracing this kind of diagonal pattern, right? ABC1, ABC2, ABC3. So these three-wave overlapping patterns. So we got 5 right there. Now, could this be 3, 4, and then we get this A, B, and C and get one more final push up into March? Sure. But what I find concerning is that if we've topped in a first wave, a large degree one, the second wave will be a 3-wave pattern. And we have that so far. We have this A, B, C. There's your A wave. 1, 2, 3 B wave double top. And so your C wave would be a 5-wave pattern. Two things I want to point out that's somewhat concerning, which I think Netflix could be a leading stock. I really do think it's a leading stock. It led us out in 2022. It bottomed way before everybody else. It appears to have topped before everyone else. And it would be in its C wave long before everyone else. So this is one to really track. If we take a look at the volume, so this is I love this tool right here, Volume Leaders. They track institutional trades. You don't really know if it's a buy or sell unless price goes below it. But what they're looking for are big moves by institutions. They move in size, and we saw the 12th largest trade and 24th largest trade in Netflix history at that double top, and prices well below that, signaling that a lot of institutional supply hit the market at this level. These big trades tend to mark trends, right? Can we see it go a little bit higher? Sure. Like here, like this was the second 8th largest trade in Netflix history. We saw price go a little bit above there, but ultimately it gave way. So they really defined the move, the next bigger moves, and that's a lot of volume hitting right there at a at a double top right there. So keep in mind, we'd be looking for 5 waves down and evidence of that, and this is starting to develop as a 5-wave pattern. It looks like it. So it would be like this. Let me see here. So you got your 1, big 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be your kind of like the start of your second wave. It's suggesting that we would have one more push higher. And if it's a 3-wave move, then that's going to be very concerning. That would be your first wave, second wave. It would be yet again another crash setup in the market in the key stock. Now, can we keep going lower? Yeah, of course. We could. Maybe this is your 4th wave and this is your 5th wave lower. The lower we go, the more convincing it'll become. But just keep that in mind. We could go lower from here, but eventually it's going to give way to a second wave. So anyway, just keep that in mind. And I do think we're getting pretty extended here. If you see this is a reverse of that pattern I was talking about. See how price is making a higher high, but the composite index is making a lower low from this low right here, and even this extreme low. So we're getting close to a bounce. However, we're seeing the moving averages flip negative, and so we probably look for some kind of a bounce back up to these moving averages if and when it comes, which I think we're probably pretty close to that. So just keep in mind, Netflix it's looking. There's some warning signs here. There are. And if the next bigger bounce is a 3-wave move, you might see us de-risk a little bit there.